All aboard, and we're here. It is episode 78 in the Expanding Worlds tutorial for Sumatrans Pack 64. I'm kind of looking things over, and with the expansion we've got some really good expansion points. I really went in over here and realized we got two really good port cities to expand passenger service into. Oldmouth, which was just up the coast, several islands that we're going to be dealing with over time. We have yet to get any new industries, but we can start looking at other things. We've also got a huge area over here and to the south, and we're going to be dealing with a mountain down south. Fairly substantial one by the looks of it. Let me turn off the trees for a second so we can take a peek. Yeah, that's a fairly substantial climb. We did have the ruggedness that I programmed in kick in. Just right here you can see kind of, how many layers we're going up. We're going to go from the base 1, 2, 3. That's 2, 3, 4, 5 to 6, 7. So that's 7 elevation changes on that mountain. And that's from a base that's in the area. So we're looking good. I'm Callie Jack. This is How Not to Game with Callie Jack. And we're going to see how we can do on this. 1 second here, though. I do apologize. There's going to probably be a couple of breaks during the next couple of videos today because my allergies kicked in full-fledged. I do have patches of hives and things like that, so if you hear a chair squeaking really bad, that's me trying to scratch that spot in the center of the back I can't reach that's driving me nuts. Yes, I know I'm not supposed to take and give in and try to scratch that. Alright. Let's see what we can do. And a couple of these are things that we can actually do to expand our service. We've also got quality of service issues. We know that. And we need to deal with those. And I am going to deal with those over expanding rapidly into the new territory until I see industries and how those communities can be hooked up. Some of these are spots where, as you can see, like right here, I'm not going to want to take and do that dip up and down, or at least not for long. Others might be totally different. Malaton, right across the ridge. That's a good, easy run from Oak Cross. That's going to be a nice, easy service to it and Torwell. Newham has Walwick. Also a nice flat level run that can be done by stage. So we're going to be doing things like that, trying to grow our community and trying to better our service all around. Which is tough given just how big and interconnected our cities are becoming as they slowly merge into each other. Walmouth's kind of pinned in between my rails and the farm and the seashore. So things we're going to have to take a look at, see what we can do to take and help promote growth. I am thinking of relocating that rail bridge on the north side here, the north rail bridge, further south and doing a jog and then a launch across. Just because I think it would give us a slightly better setup to function into. Another thing I'm thinking about doing is upping our rail service. And that's because the old errands, while they're saving us money, are costing us money too. We're not getting full capabilities anymore. So what I might do is take a peek first at our passenger lines and go to our rail passengers, and we're going to be looking at Caesar's Chariot first, mainly because it is running on old vehicles. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take that Borsig out. We know that was a problem. I don't mind using these older cars here because they can still run and they can do 60 kilometers. They're cheaper than a standard car, which costs us $1.10. So that is one that we're thinking seriously about doing, is just doing simple things. And instead of that, we're going to do a WEC because we have the WEC. We also, though, have the Hunslets, and the Hunslets is a much better train for this. Capable of 50, $1.67 versus $1.25. Small cost increase for a speed increase. Worth it. So we're going to get one of those out onto the line. We got the Borsig here that we're going to pull the Borsig off of. And unfortunately, because it's got the tender, we got to do it this way and this way. There we go. That lets us put that guy on there. He is going to be a downgraded speed, but our tracks are still limited to 55, so we're going to use him. Same thing, take the Borsig off, put in the WEC, and launch him out there. So with that taken care of, now we have just this Borsig left. He's out on the tracks. He's not doing anything. Let's send him to depot. First things first, work our magic. And I do think working this magic is going to be worthwhile. Now I'm looking at this. What was on the tail end of this? A mail car, right? Yeah, so we're just going to take and put a Hunslet onto these guys and see what we can do. This guy's sitting. Let's send him to depot. Let's go to that depot because we're blocked in again. Yep. That depot is causing us some problems. And I'm going to put a depot right here so that I can try to get rid of these guys. This guy is a third full. But you know what? Sometimes send him towards the depot and then I can turn him around and get him on his way. We're going to set him to unload only and see if he will figure out a different way to go. This guy can do that, and now we can send him to depot. He's going to try to go to the wrong depot. Okay. Let's build that new depot. Sorry. Sometimes I don't like how these are popping down to new spots. And he can go on into the depot and hopefully he detects the new depot. This guy here, we're going to set to unload only. Everything should now be set. Portus Masalis has 924 people waiting. Most of them are trying to get over to Barrington via the Barrington stop, which is, of course, if we go over to Barrington, via the connections list. Barrington stop. is a rail stop. Oh, that's right. So we do need to take and improve our service along that rail line. And I think we'll be putting a new train onto the Barrington line. Okay. Got everybody kind of doing what they're supposed to be doing. Yep, he's on unload only. Keep this over here to the side. Close that. Looking fairly good. Uh-oh, it's throwing everything down to the bottom now all of a sudden. And as all of our trains are coming in and out of the service lines, upgraded and ready to rock and roll, it's time to start thinking a little bit more about some of these. This guy, when he's done, unload only, and we will send him into that new depot and begin working these guys over to get Hunslets out onto the rails. And we're going to do this the easy way, in my opinion. That came off Caesar's chariot, so that's what he goes back onto. Getting everything cleared up, cleaned out, and set and ready to go. Another one with a Borsig on it, but he's got a Hunslet now. Okay. And that's why you do the change that I'm doing where you take it all off, because then it rechanges it to being a Hunslet and identifies it as a new vehicle. Otherwise, you're looking at it and you're going, that's a Borsig, and you've actually got something that's useful out. We'll fix these guys as time goes by. This guy should be a Hunslet too now. Yep, that's one of the Hunslets out in the line. So again, the Lagoon side lunger, we're going to go in, upgrade his service to 5 cars, put him back on the lunger, and send him out. I'm just checking my notes here to make certain what we got. Nothing else. Let's see if there's anything up here at this depot up here. Do have a couple of compartment coaches. Let's sell both of those. And we're going to go ahead and build a new Hunslet with a mail car. Have him ready. And we're just going to retire out this guy who is an Erin Eagle, if I remember right. Yeah, that's an Erin Eagle. We're going to tell him to go to depot. And you're going to go right back out onto the chariot to replace him. So get us some slightly faster trains. Faster trains equals faster unloads. There's another Erin Eagle. Let's get rid of it. This guy, he's got a Borsig. So we're going to set him. He's on unload only. Send him back to depot to upgrade as well. And that's the Vectrix. The Vectrix would be a good one for Old Borough Waldmouth to have a faster train on. Watching this one because he's fully loaded, we definitely want to get that train fully cleaned down. They're all detecting this new depot. They like it a lot. And that new depot will let us close out an older depot and save some money long term. Trust me, when we go to reconfigure Portis or Merslur, it's going to be a pain. Go to depot. And there we go. Yep. So again, like I said, just downsize it all. Grab a Hunslet, put those cars right behind it. Take it up to 5 and get him back out. And that was on the chariot. There we go. Got to be careful when you have it set that way. Get this guy down. And again, we're going to take this chance to upgrade that guy. So he's now running slightly better stops. So we need to make certain that the Old Borough, yep. And that goes back onto the Vectrix. So these should start letting us have a little bit better runs. we go. Everybody's coming in, getting better. We do need to consider depthing slightly better. All right, so what do we got here? Oh, we got some problems. That's the mail train, and he's blocked in. Oh. Yeah, we need to take and add a new platform. And we need to figure out why things are blocking each other. So we need to go in, start looking at our staging points, going full depth, and having it so that hopefully that staging does work. Well, that's our 20 minutes that we allow on expanding worlds and a little bit more. Got our first sets going, doing our first steps towards improving service by upgrading rail. Let us know how you think. Let me know what you think. Tell me if you think maybe I should have went with WEX on these guys for an even better speed performance and the rail upgrades it would have needed. Leave a comment down below. I'm Kelly Jack. Have a better day than I'm having.